Man, oh, hello. Oh no, this is darker than I thought it would be. Uh, welcome, welcome to Beers and Banter. This is a Hobby Homies podcast where me, Fox, and my co-host Shane,
Sup?
we drink some beers and talk some banter. Now, as a Hobby Homies podcast, this is usually themed around hobby, wargaming, board gaming, but it can include whatever we like.
Yeah.
Because we let our BAC do the talking for us eventually.
It gets there.
I'll kick this episode off as we do all beers and banter by asking you, Shane, the heralded question that everyone is on the edge of their seats to know.
Yes.
What are you drinking, homie?
Well, my friend, I am drinking Moondog Lager.
Ooh, a lager.
Yeah, lager. Yeah. I
boy-
normally get the old mates, which are pale ales, but these are a lager. So,
Huh.
yeah, which is different than pale ale.
It is. That is correct, dude. Hey, man. Yeah, nailed it.
Yeah,
For sure.
dude. Yeah, dude. What are you drinking?
Well, I just posted the picture of what I'm drinking. Well, I've actually got a bit of a selection tonight.
Okay.
I've splurged, and I've collected a few. I've got my two favorites. I've got the Banter IPA.
Ah, classic. Yep.
I've got this is a lie. This is my favorite. I got the Banter XPA, which I don't mind. One of my least favorite Balters, but being a Balter, it's just still phenomenal.
Okay.
And I'm trying this new brand, Fox Hat, because I thought I wear hats, and my name is Fox.
I've literally never seen you wear a hat.
Dude, the one time I wore a hat, you were like, dude, is everything okay?
Oh, yes. I remember
I
you-
wore a cap backwards once.
Yeah.
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 You're like, dude, what's going on? I'm like, what, dude? I wear this all the time. I didn't realize around you I never wear hats.
It's like, are you having a brain? You got a brain tumor or something, dude?
You okay, dude? Your brain okay? You holding your brain in there? What's going on? You injured?
Yes.
I do actually wear hats.
I remember the infamous backwards cap of 2018.
Yeah, yes.
I'll never forget.
They were the best of times. They were the blurst of times. Yeah, man, for sure. So anyway, I'm drinking right now. I'm starting with the weirdest one. I haven't tried this before. It is a Fox Hat Red Pelt Indian Red Ale.
Okay.
Oh, it's 8% alcohol. That seems a little high for a beer.
Yeah.
Let me take a sip. It is red. They're not kidding. It's red.
Okay. It's in the name, but yep.
Yeah. And it's on the can. The can's red as well. You can see that in the Discord picture. Jump in the Discord. Hobbyhomies.com. Click on the Discord link.
Yeah.
All right. Here goes.
That's all.
Hopefully this isn't as disastrous as the coffee and cranberry batch brewing co one.
We'll soon find out.
First impressions? Just average?
Not good.
No, it's fine. There's no way this is 8%. This just tastes like a slightly flavored draft
Really?
with a bit of a hoppy aftertaste. I don't know what to make of this. Do I
Okay.
like it? I don't know.
And that was a XPA, was it?
No, it was a India Red Ale.
Oh, India Red Ale. Okay.
Okay, now it's got some craft beer notes to it now.
Yeah.
Hang on.
Well, it's an
I'm re-
ale. And did you know, I actually looked up the difference between ales and lagers.
Okay.
An ale is a more fruity, bitter, and has a bolder, deeper, richer flavour, where lager is more clean, crisp, and easy drinking.
There you go.
Yeah.
Easy drinking?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Depends what you prefer, I think.
Well, I mean, yeah, but like, lagers
Yeah.
are usually brewed at lower fermentation temperatures, and ales fermented at a higher temperature, which speeds up the metabolic pace of the yeast. So colder the temp equals less flavors produced. So that makes sense. Like pale ales, are normally very fruity, have a lot of different notes and flavors. Where lagers are more like straightforward, I guess.
Get a load of this guy. Reads one Wikipedia article. Thinks he's the...
It wasn't Wikipedia. I watched a guy on YouTube.
Oh, dude, never mind then. That's basically an online course.
Exactly, dude. I'm a craft brewer now, so...
You have your bachelor's in beers.
Exactly.
You're
Bachelor
actually
on
qualified
getting on
to
the
talk on a
beers.
podcast for once. You know your subject matter.
That's exactly right, dude.
Well done. All right,
Thank
so
you.
you're drinking a draft. I'm drinking a red
lager.
ale. Sorry. I just throw them all. Lagers, drafts, I just throw them all together.
Yeah, anything is not a IPA or a red pale ale.
If it doesn't end in
it's
A,
draft.
yeah, it's a draft. Yeah, it's basically a carton draft. It's either a craft beer or a draft beer.
Hey, this is a craft beer, dude. You can't get more craft than Moondog.
What do you mean?
Unless it's
There's no
brewed
craft
on-
in creating a
unless
lager.
Unless it's brewed in someone's like bathtub, and then it's probably more craft. But
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I wanted to do that the other day. We went into BCF. What is that? Boating, camping, fishing. For those of you unfamiliar with the big wide world. And they had a big box of a craft brewing kit.
Fair
I was like,
income.
oh man. Yeah. And I was like, you know what? That's perfect because you brew it up and you take it on the camping trip. Great idea. And I'm like, I could throw that in the bathtub. And then there was a big, what do you call it? Dilemma, stumbling block in my plan. And that being that we don't have a bathtub. So
that'll do it.
plan foiled. And now I'm here drinking red pelt. Hey, 8% it reckons. Doesn't taste it. You could ruin a night on this for sure.
What if in BCF, B actually stands for brewing, camping, fishing?
I feel like they would. I feel like that's an incredible marketing decision. Speaking of marketing decisions, did you see? I'm sure you saw Games Workshop's newest marketing campaign.
Oh, sleeker,
They have
curvier.
grippier. I didn't want to talk about it because
You had to bring it up.
I did. The segue was too thick.
Unlike Games Workshop's newest product.
Yeah. I'm basically a shill for the low price.
Why do they have to do it though? Like,
But the thing I didn't like is that no one realized. It felt like the minority realized they knew what they were doing.
Bro, they copped that much butt plug shit from the first one. They actually literally designed this around one.
Exactly, dude. I know that. You know that. The campaign was obvious and on the nose.
Yeah.
And then everyone started posting memes about it that like took it up to 100. I'm like, guys, you're being too heavy-handed. This isn't a joke. You're not like twisting something that they've done into something new.
Yeah, like the first one.
You're explaining the joke.
Yeah.
Everyone's just out here explaining the joke and biting into the campaign. I'm like, come on, guys.
They're like, huh, get it? Get it? It looks like a butt plug.
Exactly. I'm like, yeah, we do. Everyone, even Games Workshop gets it.
Yeah.
That's the point. I think they sat down and they're like, look, at the end of the day, there's no way we can make this not look like a butt plug. So let's get
Embrace
some
it.
Facebook clicks. Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Anyway,
I mean,
mission accomplished.
there are ways to not make it look like one, like every other company that has made a painting handle. They've managed to successfully make them not look like butt plugs.
That's a lie. What's the company? Redgrass has one, right?
Oh, that doesn't... I mean, bro...
That's a butt.
Mate, look, anything's a butt plug if you're brave enough, but that is not a butt plug.
Exactly. Hang on. Redgrass. I'm just going to write in butt plug.
It's got a
'cause I forgot what it
swivel
was
top
called.
on it, bro. Like, it spins around, just the top bit.
If you held this up to someone, they're not going to be like, hang on, that's not a butt plug because that's got a swivel top. They're not going to say that. Hang on, what's it called? A paint holder. Paint holder.
Is it a paint holder or is it a paint handle? I don't know.
A model holder? What is it? Man, I've used its street name so much. It's a painting handle.
That's
yes.
the one.
Oh, come on, man. You got to be kidding me. This looks like a butt plug. It's slightly curved.
Slightly curved.
It's certainly grippier.
It ain't sleeker,
yeah,
though.
Games Workshop's is a little bit more on the nose.
Yeah.
I'll be honest.
Just a little bit.
Just a little.
Just a shitload. Oh,
I mean,
goddamn.
yeah, okay.
Look,
All right, yeah, this is way worse.
I have a butt plug related question for you.
Oh, uncommon. Interesting.
Yeah, this is a
been the
new
talk
one
of the
for
week.
us, dude.
Yeah.
You've had some experience with 9th edition 40k now.
Yeah, a little. Drips and drabs.
Yeah. Now, look, I've watched a few bat reps. I haven't played any games yet because of COVID. So
He who shall not be... Oh,
thanks,
never mind.
Obama.
Okay. Yeah. Jesus, Obama. If you had just done the thing, we'd all be fine.
I know, right? But what do you do?
What do you do?
Tell me about objectives secured, because that seems like the game is built upon it.
It is, man. For sure it is. It is primarily because the game is scored out of 100 points,
Yeah.
10 of which you get for painting your models, which at, a competitive level, most people have painted armies.
So is
because
that like
used to
10
be
points
a
each straight
requirement.
away?
Yeah. So
Okay.
the game is played out of 90 points.
Yeah.
And I think you can get 15 a turn from your primary objectives.
Okay.
Now, so the primary objectives differ via per mission, but it's typically hold 1 objective, you get 5 victory points. Hold 2 objectives, you get 10 in total.
Yeah.
Hold more than your opponent, you get the 15.
Yeah, righto. So yeah. I was actually watching 2 of the new lads in Discord, Agro and Benno, playing on Tabletop Simulator. I was just hanging out watching them, and they were explaining it to me. I was trying not to bother them too much, but I picked up that sort of, it's got the similar ITC vibe there, like hold 1, hold more kind of thing.
Totally. Yeah. And the thing about those primaries is that it's half the points.
Yeah.
Across, I think it's 4. I think you can score a maximum of 45 from the primaries.
Yeah.
So half your points is based around holding objectives. Not only that, but if you are scoring the holding more and you're holding it for a turn, then your opponent isn't scoring it. So not only is holding these objectives the key to your 45 points, it's also the key to knocking theirs down to whatever that is.
Okay.
I don't know what that is. But you're knocking off their ability to hold more than you because you're holding more than them, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So anyway, and a lot of the other secondary missions are based around being on or holding objectives as well, performing actions on them, etc.
Yeah.
So basically the game is built around not killing your opponent now, but rather holding these objectives. And the best way to do that is to have objectives secured, which is if I have units and you have units both on the objective, but mine have the special rule of objective secured, I have it, you don't.
Now, does that matter how many models are in that unit? Like, if I have a unit of 10 and you have a unit of 3, right? If you have objective secured and I don't,
I get it.
you still get it.
I get it. Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
If we both have objectives secured, you would get it, having more models. That's the tiebreaker.
Righto. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's pretty big. So, for example, in the new Necron Codex, one of the dynasties or one of the rules, custom traits you can pick for a dynasty is all your units have objective secured.
Yeah, I saw that.
Which is pretty monstrous because it means, a unit, you could have some scarabs, a couple wraiths, and some real tanky, hard to move units, Lich Guard. You could have a bit of a force sitting on a point. They're not taking that.
No.
They're not taking that from you. And things that had objective secured count as twice as many.
Yep.
Is the second part of that thing. So 20 warriors count as 40 warriors for...
Okay.
Yeah. And warriors are hard to move off an objective with their reanimation protocols and whatnot. So... Yeah, the whole game is built on it, man.
Yeah, that's because I've watched a few of the mini wargaming bat reps on it, and it just seems like that's the way to go, and obviously it is.
Yeah, and it's helped them do some things like elite armies that would struggle with that because they have less models, like the Custodes, for example. They've given them all objectives secured anyways.
Yeah.
So It's great because it also shakes up the meta. It also, whatever was good in 8th now isn't necessarily, like maybe it was a really killer unit, but it didn't have a lot of board presence. Now it's probably a pretty ordinary unit in 9th edition because it's all about controlling the board, high mobility. Because if you can get up to your opponent and tag them in combat before they can move, they can't get onto their objectives. And yeah,
Okay.
it's a very, very good addition.
Yeah. Yeah. Ah, sweet. I look forward to playing some games and sort of learning more of that competitive side. I think this edition I might try and get into the competitive scene a little bit more. Like, try and build
Yeah.
some more competitive lists. I've always, as you know, I've always just played with like whatever I've bought, and whatever I've bought, I've just bought because it looks cool, and that's
Yeah, man, ruler cool.
Yeah.
Safest way to play.
yeah. Like, don't get me wrong, like I will still definitely go that route. Like with my Gene Stealer Cult army, I've just started building. Like I've only got 2 miniatures for it. One is the Jackal Alphys with the dude on the bike with his sniper rifle, and the Kellamorph. That's because they're
Yeah.
cool models, man. Like they look
Yeah.
sick, and I want to build my army around them because they look cool.
Yeah.
But
And
yeah,
I feel like you can. I feel like there is much more variety, and this is just first impressions. There's only 2 codexes out, but I definitely feel like compared to 8th, there's so much more vibrance and more options in list viability in 9th edition because it's so much more about what you do on the table
yeah,
over the list. Like there are some things that points efficiency is just going to be better. But I feel like someone could tell you already the codex has dropped. People have played practice games. I see so much difference between this pro player on YouTube saying the reanimator is trash and this person saying they run 1 or 2 because they use it like this and they find although on paper it's trash, on the table it's great.
yeah,
So
yeah,
yeah, I'm excited, man. I can't wait.
yeah,
And I also have those 2 units for Gene Stealer Cults.
yeah.
Because
dude.
they are just so cool, man.
Yeah.
Dude on a bike with a sniper rifle and a dude with many guns. Hell yeah.
Oh yeah, oh man, that Killamorph, that model since it came out, I've like, oh man, I want Gene Stealer Colts, and like,
Yeah.
I had them right, like, because I bought them off Jacob when he bought the Space Wolf,
Did.
and I can't remember what that box was called. Anyway, so I was like, yeah, I'll
Claw. Something claw.
oh, Tooth and Claw, I think it was.
Tooth and claw.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. I'm spewing now that I sold them.
I remember hitting you up after you sold them and be like, you still got those Gene Stealers? So
Yeah, but
it's funny
Yeah, yeah,
it feels like we kind of gravitate towards the same armies.
yeah.
Like we have such wild tastes, but we both have Necrons. We both have this AdMech calling to us as well.
Yep. Yep.
We both love Gene Stealer cults. I've always had Tyranids until recently, and you've always been like, oh, I'm interested in Tyranids.
Yeah.
We both froth the Lehman Russes and the Deathcore Krieg. It's interesting.
Yeah. I think we just love everything.
Yeah,
Like,
that's true.
There's
Name an army.
yeah. Like, don't get me wrong. There's models that I don't like from every faction, but I think every faction also has models that I do like.
Yeah.
So it's very easy
If-
just to like want one of everything.
If someone rocked up and gave me a 2,000 point army, there was 0 armies I would be like, no, I'm never gonna play that.
Yeah. Nah. That's
Hell
right.
no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even if they weren't giving you the army, they were just saying, "Hey, do you want to try this army out for a day or for a weekend?" I'd say yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it
I
doesn't
used to
matter
think I would
what it is.
always say no to orcs, but I wouldn't.
Nah, I'd play them for shits and giggles.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, yeah, dude.
I've been not working. Like I pumped out a few Necrons. Happy with how they turned out.
Oh,
Now I'm
man,
waiting.
those warriors
wave
and
2.
scarabs. They look sick.
I've got them in the cabinet, and they look. I'm proud to say they look way better in person than they do in photos because I used Vallejo fluoro green,
Yep.
and it just like when light hits it, it just pops, man.
Nice.
It kind of looks like it's got a glow to it. I don't know how they do it with paint, but I didn't do it. They did it.
Yeah, dude.
I just remember watching a video on it, and they said paint it over white. That's how they designed it.
Okay.
So I just picked out all the little parts I wanted to glow, popped some white on there,
Yep.
went over it, and boom.
Hell yeah.
So, and they do, yeah, oh man, they look sick when when a white light hits them. Ugh, ugh, they sing, dude.
Have you painted the rims yet?
I have not. I'm sorry,
You
dude. I
got to
haven't
do the
painted
rims, dude.
yet.
The base rim is the victory lap of any model. Once you finish that
That's
model,
true.
you do that rim, and you take as long as you need to take because it's like a victory lap in the
A
Formula One,
slow
right?
lap.
That's a slow lap. That's right. They don't fly around as quick as they do. They're standing out of the car, waving at the crowd. That's what you're doing when you're doing that victory lap around the bottom of that model, man.
I hear that and I want to do that, but at the same time, I've got other races to run in. That's my problem at the moment. I'm like, okay, I'll come back for the victory lap,
But it
but
adds it adds. It fucking ties it all together. It makes it like crisp, right? Like at the moment, your bases because the rims aren't painted, the overspray, the mess is all spilling out, right? You paint that
well, no, I
fucking
didn't
rim,
notice it
dude.
until you were like, "Hey, you got to paint those rims, dude." Sent you a picture of my army. I'm like, Shane, look at this thing I did. I'm so proud of you. Like, looks good, dude. Can't wait till you paint the rims.
Yeah.
I was like, I'll be honest, didn't even notice. I'm like, what overspray? Oh, yeah, I guess there's a bit here and there. Okay, it's on every model.
You got to,
All right,
man.
I'll paint the damn rims,
Fucking
dude.
got to. I'll do it for you.
Chill. Okay, all right, I'll commission you to do that.
One danky.
What's it? One danky for
Yeah.
all those rims?
Yeah,
Hell yeah. That is a cheap rim job, my friend.
Not the cheapest rim job I've ever done though.
No, I don't doubt that. I've been building some Ashigaru. I want to
Yeah.
say Test of Honor minis. They're minis for Test of Honor, but they're not Test of Honor minis.
Yep.
I've hit a snag with the Test of Honor because they are difficult to import. We have to order them directly from Great for Now Games.
Yeah.
They come over here. The metal Grey for Now Games ones are some of the best models I've ever seen, regardless
They're brilliant.
of metal or plastic. The details on some of them are phenomenal. And I know they'll show up even more when they're primed, as metals do. But it's just, I'm so far out of my element getting this big box of, I've got 100 plus plastic Ashigaru
Yeah.
and samurai and, feudal Japanese minis. Just dealing with plastic again is just getting my groove on. So I'm hyped to build a ton of them, paint them, and then when I'm confident and I've got a good force, then I'll go across to the metal ones. And
Okay.
the plan is to build enough so that we can start doing some bat reps. You could come in here and just go, oh, I like those dudes, and I'll take one of him, and just list build based on the painted models I have here, and then we can throw some dice. That's the plan.
Yeah. Man, I'm so keen to get into Test of Honor as well. I've got my minis, and I know in our last episode we did months ago now, I said I was going to get into them. I haven't. I'm going to come clean
tough,
with you guys. I'm going to come clean. I fucking haven't touched them. I primed them.
I haven't touched them either.
But
I haven't touched them either.
yeah,
It's just tricky when, ninth edition came out and all these new Necron models.
yeah,
And, because we know playing with each other is so far away, we have to build the board, all that stuff. We wanted to do it together. Yeah, same stuff we talked about on the episode. It's just taking a backseat because of COVID. It's probably the game that's been hit the most with us by COVID.
Oh,
for sure.
for sure, dude. And it's going to happen, though. We are going to have these bat reps. We are going to build this board, which is, what we promised our patrons. That was our first, big sort of goal thing. We just said in our Sunday episode, which you guys haven't heard yet, but we have because we just recorded it.
True, that's how it works, yeah.
We've just hit 20 patrons, which, it doesn't sound like much to, some of the big players out there, but to us, that is absolutely incredible. We honestly didn't even expect is the wrong word, but we never thought we'd get to a point where we'd consider Patreon and all that sort of stuff, and we have, and it's just blown us away by the community and the people that have come to support us and help us build this little thing that we've got going on here. So Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Like we,
It's kind of wild because I remember when we sat down and started the podcast, we were like, look, we're just going to be shouting into the void for the first year,
yeah,
you know?
yeah,
And maybe year 2, maybe we get 20, somewhere between 20 and 40 listeners, maybe, if we're
Yeah.
lucky, you know?
yeah, yeah,
Because even to imagine 20 people out there somewhere listening to our podcast and enjoying it was just mind blowing. And we we're like, that's something that, you got to work for. That's like year 2.
oh yeah,
We're like 10 months in and we have 20 Patreons, people
Yeah.
willing to financially support. It just, I hope it doesn't sound like we're bragging. It's just, we're so blown away.
Yeah.
It blows my mind.
oh yeah. Like absolutely, like no brags intended, but we are just gobsmacked. You know,
But we're also, if we say this to each other, the thing we're most proud of is our Discord.
yeah,
I wouldn't trade our Discord for our Patrons or anything.
nah, not for
'Cause, like,
100 patrons, dude. Like,
Nah, we've just got some straight homies in there.
Oh yeah, and like these are people that like, even if we stopped doing this podcast for whatever reason, we'd still stay in contact with. We'd still play games. We'd still talk shit with them.
Hell yeah, yeah.
They're just straight up like fair income people. Guys and girls. We've got such a great community in there. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's awesome.
Oh
I'm just like, even us recording this episode, there's just like, I don't know the context, but there's a bunch of pictures of Smurfs in the Hobby Lobby. I don't understand it. It's probably from Foggy. It's from Foggy. Yeah, absolutely it is.
yeah.
Rad Rooster, after I posted that picture of my beers, he said, love the red pelts.
Ah.
Well, that's interesting. That's interesting, Rooster. Me too, actually.
Oh, you're loving them
growing
now.
up.
You weren't sure about them.
I'm not loving them. I'd say they're good. I'd say they're good. They
Okay.
would still ruin an evening, man. Like 8%.
Yeah, that's rough, man. These lagers are only 4.5.
Sorry, I just took a big old swig.
Yeah, sound like it.
It's getting real good though. It is getting real good.
Nice. Well, I've got
Is that because
got some fathoms
that-
here for you because I couldn't get around them last week.
you got some what?
Fathom IPA. I think it's an IPA.
Fathom IPA.
Yeah,
Thank you, man.
It's an
Appreciate
American brewed thing. I don't know. I tried it and like, nah, I can't do this.
it. Are you just not an IPA guy? You're not, are you?
No, like I do enjoy IPAs.
Yeah. You just couldn't get around those.
Couldn't get around these. The flavor is just too weird. Like, comes in real strong, like real fast, real strong.
Yeah, okay.
and-
It's a bitey one.
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, you dipping your toes in there, it's fucking just taking them clean off.
Dipping you think you're dipping your toes in a nice hot spring, but it's actually lava.
Exactly, dude.
Yeah, I've been there. No, I've been there.
Yeah. Try them. You might get around them, probably.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. I'm not super fussy. That's the reason I don't rate my taste in beers too highly, because I'll drink anything
See,
except for VB.
I was like that too, but like when it comes to craft beer, that's a whole different world. Like if you're talking about like macro brewed beers, like the Carlton Drafts, Great Northerns, all those kind of. I'll drink anything besides
Bogues.
VB. Yeah, Bogues. Yeah, do enjoy Bogues. But
They're camping beers, all those things you've mentioned to me.
yeah.
You want to throw 100 beers in a esky for the weekend and not have to worry about it?
Yeah.
Bogues,
Yeah.
dries.
Bogues.
Yeah.
Cut and dries. Yeah. Even like Coronas.
Oh, Ronas, yeah, for sure.
Well, they've got a tainted name now.
I feel like they should have marketed that better. Maybe they tried. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe they tried overseas. They didn't try here though. I don't think.
No,
but
no.
our
Our restrictions were too good.
Yeah,
they couldn't get in.
Their marketing team could have gone to town on that, dude.
Surely, dude.
Yeah.
Surely. You see the new Warcry box? Tell me you ain't tempted.
Oh, dude, the what's it called? Like the underground
Catacombs?
one? Catacombs. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm tempted. I bought the first one. I'm tempted for this one too.
Yeah. Yeah.
The new warbands are sick. Have you seen them?
I have seen them. I didn't know it was going to stick around. You know, I just what there's been a few Warhammer games that have burnt us. I think
Yeah.
like getting into it and then gone.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think with the first Warcry, we're like, damn, this would be cool. Then I think other stuff happened, and then COVID happened, and we never got to play together. And we're like, damn, this is still a cool game. We got to get into this.
Yeah.
And then I think at the start we're like, oh, I'm waiting for this faction or whatever.
Yeah.
And then, but now it feels like it's here to stay.
They're gonna do a kill team of it, dude. They're gonna push it, I reckon, for at least for a couple of years. You know.
I was always worried because I'm like, it's not similar to Underworlds. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Underworlds.
Yeah, Underworlds, yeah.
But it's got a similar vibe, especially when you look at Catacombs and there's like a gridded map and
Yeah, I don't think is it gridded though? I think it might just be like tiles.
Yeah.
Because it's the catacombs, it's the dungeons, it's the undergrounds, right? So
Yeah.
it might just be like tiles. Like I don't think it's like gridded like Underworlds is with the hexes.
Yeah, for sure. It's not like a movement indicative.
No.
A lot of people are hating on the price.
What is the price? I haven't even seen the price.
I'll be honest, I don't know. I follow a group on Facebook that was Blackjack Legacy,
Okay.
and they were heavily into Armada, the new Kings of War Armada game.
Yeah.
So that's why I started following them. But then he had a post, and it was like, "Is it good value?" And I would say 90% of the comments were like, "I won't get this. It's too much money." But I remember seeing the price and thinking, I'd get that.
Okay.
So, I don't know. I don't know if the price has even been announced, but I think maybe it's like one of those leaked things.
Yeah,
So,
well, they speculate it.
yeah. So I think the problem with it is that it's more than the last starter set and you get less.
Ooh, wow, because the last starter set was good. Like, you got a bunch of terrain.
Yeah. And I think that's the problem. I'm like, well, say last set was great, for example.
Yeah.
This set could be good and still worse than the last one because the last one was great. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like, so I don't know because maybe their value is based on what they got from the first set. And I'm like, yeah, but this set could still be good. Just like a Start Collecting is good, but not great compared to an Indomitus box,
Yeah.
I guess the difference is that is limited, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it was fair criticism.
Yeah.
I don't know the price. I remember seeing the price and thinking, if that is what it is, that's doable. Very doable.
I sort of, when I saw it, I kind of thought they've done kind of the reverse they did of Necromunda, right? So, like, Necromunda came out first as a 2D thing, where the terrain you got was just walls and, like, barricades and shit, right?
Yes.
And then then they released, like, a 3D version with, like, stairs and platforms and all that sort of shit. They've done the reverse with this. They've done Warcry itself, which had, like, buildings, stairs, a big bell thing and all that. And then now they've released, like, a 2D version where it's just walls and barricades. So I find it very interesting.
210 USD. So that's in that 280 price point for us.
Is it though? Like, that might if that's exchange rate, they'll have the Australia tax on it, so it could be $300. Could it be?
I don't know.
$295?
Yeah. Yes, but I've also found that for starter sets, when they say that, it's closer to the actual price.
Okay.
This is just from Spiky Bits, and I've just found in the past when they say, like, I basically do a straight conversion, like with the Indomitus and stuff. The AUD price was exactly the same.
Okay, fair enough.
As if we didn't get the Australia tax, we just got the straight shipping tax.
Yeah.
That America would also get. So,
yeah.
But yeah, if it's 300 plus, I guess I could see the complaint. What do you get? 2 war bands, a printed map, and some doorways and archways?
Yeah.
for 300 plus.
It seems like not enough for what you pay for it. Like you get the core rule book, which you argue you can buy that for $70 on its own or whatever they charge for it.
And what are war bands per thing?
I think they're normally about $100, like that 94, 98 bracket, whatever they do with them. I think
84.
84. Okay, yeah.
84. So let's do some quick math here, right?
Quick
so you
math.
reckon the rule book's about 70,
Yep.
and then you get 2 war bands for 84. 84 times 2 is 168.
Yep.
168 plus 70 is roughly 238.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to go a bit away to get. So you add the terrain, maybe. So I guess you'd say $100 a terrain. You're
Well,
at
I mean, is it even
338.
worth $100 though? Like that's where the question gets thrown up. Like, if
Yeah,
it was
and
buildings and all that sort of shit, you go, yeah, okay, $100. But like, if it's just like a couple of doorways, 50.
Yeah. The tricky thing about it, even if it was $100 worth of terrain, it's still 338. So if it comes out at 310 for us,
Yeah.
you're like, this is a box set where I'm saving $28.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's dice in there and tokens and all that kind of stuff, but that's expected in a starter set.
Yeah. Exactly.
So I guess if it comes out at like 280 or 290, maybe it's fine. It's a fine starter set.
Yeah.
You want to play Catacombs, you're going to get the rule book, you're probably going to get... I mean, is the only way to play Catacombs with this starter set? Like, that's hard to replicate, that underground thing without those doorways and the map.
Yeah, because the boards you get in the normal one are just like open fields, where this one I'm pretty sure it comes with like pre-printed, like blocks, like blocked off areas and shit.
The tricky thing about the terrain too is it's sort of like it's mono terrain in the sense that what are you going to use archways for? You can't port that over to another game.
Nah.
For terrain.
Well,
it's a lot of
you
doorways.
could, but like they don't really offer anything. It's more like an aesthetic kind of thing.
You might bring 1 or 2 over and slap it with some other stuff, but
yeah,
there's like 10 of them.
Yeah.
What else are you going to use it for? The other terrain, you could argue, you can use it in an Age of Sigma game. You could
even use it in a 40k game. Like really, it's just
for sure.
There's walls and shit just because it's
Yeah, it could be like 40k is expansive. It could be an old forgotten planet from whatever.
Yeah.
Could use it in other games. Yeah, this is interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, if you want to play Warcry, you want to play Catacombs, you're gonna have to get the new rule book. If you're new players and you want to get into it, you almost have to get this. So maybe they know that. Maybe they're like, I mean, what else are you gonna do?
Yeah. It's interesting they brought it out though. Like, I mean, I suppose they want to keep this Warcry thing rolling, but like, is this the way they needed to do it? I don't know.
I'm interested.
Yeah.
It'd be interesting. We'll watch this space.
Yes.
Not enough information is presented before us.
No. We'll see what happens.
We haven't seen the price on GW's website. We don't know.
Trouble is though, you don't know what the price is until a week before it comes out.
Yeah. That's true.
So that makes it hard.
That's true.
Yeah. That's a whole nother can of worms though.
Isn't it? Because on the one hand, I'm like, I love that the Void Dragon, they announced it ages ago, but they're like, hey, it's up for pre-order. And I'm like, that's literally this weekend. If I want the Void Dragon, I go in this weekend and I get it.
Yeah.
I like that. I don't like them going, hey, here's this thing we've known about forever. P.S. The Silent King's $250.
Yeah.
Come get it this weekend.
Yeah.
You're like, $250? That's rent. What do you, that's my mortgage repayment.
Yeah.
What do you want me to do? Come up with $250? But I get the sentiment. You should know something's coming. You save up for it. But I'm with you. I would love to know the price of things a month in advance.
Yeah. I think, man, like fortnight in advance minimum. The fact that it's a week in advance is pretty rough on most people.
Yeah. I'm sure there's like good reasons that they do it. Like they might go, hey guys, they might sit down with us. They'll be like, hobby homies, we'll let you in on a little secret. We've tried it in the past, and when we do a month in advance, we actually lose 30% of sales.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, people save up and then they're less hyped, or they spend the money elsewhere, whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm sure there's a reason, because you got to think, like, if they could get more money out of people by telling them in advance the price, they would do it.
Oh, for sure, man. Yeah, that's right. If there was
I
a way...
just want to get in there, dude. I just want to know
Yeah.
what's going on.
Yeah,
What's your
dude.
pricing structure? What are your secrets? Tell me. I just want to grab the GW CEO and shake him. Be like, tell me everything.
Man, they make people sign, like, non-disclosure agreements and shit. Like,
Yeah.
all the YouTubers that get stuff early, they've all signed NDAs, and, like,
Yeah.
you will not get anything out of them because they will get sued to the shit house if they tell you.
For sure. For sure.
It's pretty
Yeah.
full on that they have to go through that level of, like, secrecy, though, Like,
Who? There was someone that made a video on how they feel so free now that they've
was it Midwinter?
was it
Minis?
Midwinter?
Yeah, it was.
And he was like, I'm so glad to be done with the NDA. Like, now I don't know anything extra.
Yeah.
Because what's the point of knowing extra when you literally can't tell a soul?
But bro, he would find out like 2 days before it was released anyway.
Yeah.
He got
Yeah.
the short end of the stick there.
Yeah. That's the same as GW managers, man. Like that, oftentimes they know when we know.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
They get an email and they'll be like, hey, by the way, this is coming out this weekend. Make sure you got the model painted.
Yeah. Yeah, true.
Yeah,
it's
and
pretty rough.
yeah, I mean, look, they're the biggest what do you call it, wargaming company in the world. They're making fat stacks. They're pumping out models at an insane rate. They're doing something right.
Oh,
I'm not
yeah.
telling them to stop. I'm just telling them to tell me what's going on.
Yeah.
I just want to know, dude.
Yeah. It'd be interesting to be a fly on the wall in a bloody conference meeting of theirs.
Oh man, could you imagine? I'd love an ex-employee just to come out with a video and just be like, "Yo, this is what goes on."
Yeah. Well, you know
And we'd
what?
be-
We'll if you're an ex-employee for GW, we'll give you our months of Patreon to tell us all the secrets.
We will give you a Hobby Homies gift pack if you tell us what the go is. I don't even know what we want to know, but I think you know what we want to know.
Oh yeah, they know. You know what we'll do, dude? We'll blur their face. We'll distort their voice. It'll be complete
sure.
secrecy.
Yep. And they'll be like, I don't know. Actually, don't know anything either.
Yeah. Can I get my prize
like-
pack or what?
Yeah. Be like, I mean, I guess. Like, yeah, I guess. It's honestly, it's just going to be some Games Workshop sprue.
And an SMS paintbrush.
Yeah. What's your go-to paintbrushes? Oh, damn. Sorry, man. I've kept you. I didn't realize how long this Biz and Banter went
Oh, this
for.
is nearly a full-length episode right here, dude.
This is an extended edition here.
Yeah, true.
You know what? These red pelts are okay.
My go-to brushes lately have been the SMS brushes. I used to use just like cheap shit ones from Riot Arts and Crafts.
Oh, yeah?
But I've been going to the SMSs lately.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. What are you using?
That's Citadel. I
You
don't know. What's up?
You what?
I mean, I've tried a bunch of different ones, and a lot of people complain about Citadel pricing and stuff, but I've literally still got some of the first brushes I've ever purchased that my dog hasn't chewed.
Oh man, I remember when your dog chewed your brand new ones.
I went out and bought some brand new ones. Ugh. But yeah, man, some of them are just, they don't die on me. I don't know if I'm good at brush care. I'm not bold enough to say I am. Maybe I just don't paint enough. That's entirely possible.
That's where I'm thinking.
Yeah. But yeah, I've actually if my dog didn't chew it, none of my Citadel brushes died. They've all still got all their clean points.
Oh.
Yeah, whereas my SMS ones, I've only bought 2 and they've both failed on me, and maybe I expected differently from them. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe I didn't take care of them as well. I thought, they're cheaper, I'll beat them up. I don't know.
Well,
I don't know.
Yeah, they're not they're not as dear as they're half the price of GW paintbrushes.
Yeah.
I
Maybe
use I only use a GW dry brush, the little
Okay.
spoon texture applicator thing. I've got like the large dry brush, the large shade brush, which I use. But man, when it comes to like the base brushes and the layer brushes, they just never lasted for me. But I don't know if that's just because I was a new painter. I didn't really know what I was doing. Maybe I should just get some and just try them now as I'm more experienced. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
The two I find myself, I'm holding them now. I'm inspecting them. The two I use the most is the medium shade
Okay. Yeah.
because it's like it's got a real long point on it and it's got such a clean point that I feel like I can use it as a shade brush, which is cool. But
Yeah.
I can also use it as my just my every basing brush.
Do you? Oh, do you use it for that? Do you? For blocking in
I
like?
use it for everything, man.
Wow. Okay. I only ever use my shade brush for shades.
I've got like one of them fat shade brushes. I don't know really what it is.
Yeah.
This is a medium shade. I wonder if it's different, but it looks different to my previous one, which is kind of like fat and bushy
Okay.
and like perfect for throwing shade on.
Yeah.
Whereas this one's like long, thin, pointy.
Huh.
It's got some bristles to it. Don't get me wrong, but it's my workhorse. I use it for everything. And then my small layer is like my fine detail.
Yeah.
I also have a fine detail, but I just like this one better.
Yeah. Yeah. I use the small layers, but I burned through heaps of them, dude.
Damn, man.
Felt like
This
every
is the
week
same
I was
one I
getting a new one.
got in 2018, 2017.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, I haven't had them die on me.
Crazy.
I've
man.
had, maybe I'm just lucky. I don't know. got like 9 of them. They're all good to me.
I want to start looking at things like brush soap and all that sort of stuff. You know, like
Yeah, for sure.
yeah,
I watched a thing where it was like people spend so much money on all these other things, but they use the brushes the most and are scared to spend $25, $30 on a brush.
yeah,
Whereas they'll spend $50 on paints that they use once.
yeah,
You know?
yeah, exactly.
And I'm like, it's kind of true.
Oh yeah,
They're
hell
like,
yeah.
the best tip they had was it's good to have a good few brushes. They said 4 or 5 brushes that are good is all you need.
Yeah,
And I'm like, you know what? I use 2, so that makes sense.
yeah, yeah,
So,
definitely. I can see that.
Yeah. So I guess Winsor Newtons are the premium.
True.
Good painters that like we have a couple in the Discord. They use Winsor Newtons. So
Yeah,
yeah, maybe I should splurge on one of those. But I mean, what do I paint? Golden Demons? No, I paint Necrons. So what's a Winsor Newton to me?
man, whatever's working for you. That's the thing. Like, you don't have to go out and buy the dearest brushes that are out there. Like, if you're like me and you've bought just cheap shit brushes from Riot for like $4 a brush and they work, then fucking just keep using them. Like,
Yeah. There's a really good synthetic brush I have from it was from one of those $6 packs for $5.
yeah, yep,
I pull it out every now and then, gets the job done.
yep.
If I need something a bit thicker that's got good coverage, heck, throw that puppy on there.
That's it.
Whatever. If it puts paint on the model and it lasts, done.
Yeah.
Dunzos.
Oh yeah.
So each to their own.
That's it, man. Well, we probably should look at wrapping this up. This has gone over time.
I guess so. Yeah. Hey man, the banter went it went where it normally goes, into the ether.
Yes. Yeah. That's
I wonder if anyone's still listening. I wonder if probably tuned out after like 10 minutes.
Well,
Hey, this is why we do it. This is a catch up for us.
That's it, dude. That's it. It's been flat out. We've both been flat out, so talking shit's good.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Sure.
A couple of shout outs before we wrap it all up. It was in our Discord, it was Moose's son's birthday on the Friday just gone. So happy birthday to that young
Mini
fella.
Moose.
7, I think he was.
Yeah.
And it was Wax's birthday on Saturday as well, just gone. So happy birthday to those 2 homies. quick shout out to Benno and Agro for hanging out playing TTS on the weekend.
Yeah.
We're teeing up a game, a 2v2, Fox and I, Fox and Agro versus Benno and I. We're going to...
Did you tell me about this?
I did tell you about this, yes.
Oh, yeah, perfect. I'm prepared. Why us? Why me and...
Because,
who am I playing with? Agro?
Yeah, me and Benno, we started on Necrons and Bot Angels. We both first got into the hobby, so...
Oh, cool,
Yeah.
man. And then I just get lumped in with Agro. Come on. What's
you'll
Agro
be
play?
right, dude. He's a good player. He was playing... It was Dark Angels, I'm pretty sure he was playing, like, on the night.
Yeah, cool. Love
Yeah.
me some Dark Angels.
Hell yeah, dude. And new little thing, homie of the week. I want to shout out Moose this week as homie of the week.
That's cool, man.
Yeah.
I like Homie of the Week.
Yeah, hell yeah, dude. He's earned it. That's for sure. You know, he's got a great unclean one now on the Jet Games Workshop website. So check out that. Bonza Moose is the Instagram. He's been a homie for a while now, and he's going through a bit of a tough time. So massive shout out to him. Hopefully, hopefully things turn around.
Yeah, and that model, dude. That model. If you want to see his model, you don't even have to go to Instagram. You can go to Games Freaking Workshop.
Yeah. Yeah.
Type in Great Unclean One. Scroll all the way to the left. It's the first one from the left.
Yeah, it is. And it actually
it's
says...
the one with the dope base.
Yeah, and it says Bonza Moose at the bottom of the photo. So...
that's so cool.
They've got his Instagram name on there. So, yeah, check it out on the Games Workshop website.
Man, we got some...
Yeah.
We got some homies doing some things. It's awesome.
Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah.
Is Frenzy releasing a new single, or have they released it?
They have. Yeah. The Workout, which is a song about not being able to get on the beers as much as you used to when you were younger, which is fucking so
relevant.
Yeah,
relevant.
So relevant. Yeah,
that's our song, man. That's our track.
Yeah. You know, a session on the beers now. You know, back in the day, you'd get on the beers, you get up and go to work the next day. Man, it takes me at least the day after to recover. So
not to mention you got to pick it up and be like, this is 300 calories, and I had a 700 calorie dinner, and
exactly,
I put that into my Fitness Pal and make sure I do a couple push-ups in the morning.
That's it.
Totally.
Man. That's it.
So check out Frenzy on Spotify for that fat track.
Oh yeah, it's a good track too. Yeah,
awesome.
That's it.
Well, you didn't expect an hour of beers and banter, and neither do we.
Nope,
so
but you get one.
You get one. You're welcome, and I'm sorry. Thanks for tuning in. As always, we'll see you. Oh, sorry, Shane. We've lost Shane forever. He's dead now. I think that's all. That's all from us. We're gonna get out of here. Let's skedaddle. So Shane can go to the hospital.
Oh, I nearly died just then, but I'm alright now.
You're okay now?
Yeah.
That's all that matters. That's why we drink craft beers, Shane, and not drafts.
Lagers, dude. Lagers.
I've been Fox.
I've been Shane.
Toodles, homies.
Hooroo.